All right, let's review some rules about um, combining addition and multiplication. So if I had 2x plus 3x, how do I combine those? 5x. Why does this equal 5x? I have some brilliant things to tell you if you'll pay attention. All we're doing here is adding up x's. The first one is x plus x, and we're going to add that to x plus x plus x for a total of 5 x's. Okay? Well, what if I had x squared times x to the third? No. Well, here I have xx times xxx, which is a total of x to the fifth. Okay? What if I had x squared to the third? So that is 3 versions of x squared. So it's x squared times x squared times x squared for a total of x to the sixth. So we can turn common additions into multiplication. We can turn common multiplications into exponents. And we can actually raise exponents to exponents. In this case, we add the numbers and we leave the x's alone. In this case, I change the exponent. And in this case, in this case I add the exponents, and down here I multiply the exponents. Does that all make sense? Well, what if I had 3x squared times 4x, just 4x? 12x cubed. Now let me show you one way to look at this. Well, okay. So we multiply those and we get 12, and we multiply these and we get x to the third. So the same basic rules apply with square roots, but you need to remember how to simplify square roots. If I had the square root of 24, how would I simplify that? Well, I could do 24 to the 1/2, but it's not going to come out to be a nice number, right? But I can simplify it. If I factor 24, 6 and 4, 2 and 3, 2 and 2. Can I take anything out? I can take out a set of 2's. So 2 on the outside, what's left on the inside? 6. Okay, what if I had 3 third root of 40? Because this is a third root, when I factor, what am I going to look for? Sets of 3. So 8 and 5, 2 times 2 times 2. Can I bring anything out? Bring out a set of 2's. What do I do with those 2's? Multiply them to the 3. So 2 times 3 is 6 third root of 5. Does that make sense? Okay. What if I had the square root of -2? I root 2. What if I had the third root of -2? Can you multiply 3 of the same number together and get a negative? Yes. So in this case, the negative just comes out. What if I have fourth root of -2? I fourth root of 2. Well, let's look at 5. Would 5 be a negative or an I? A negative. How come? It's odd. If I have negative times negative, what do I get? Positive. So if you square root a negative, that can't happen in the real numbers. So you would end up with an I. But if I put another negative in there, can I create a negative? Yes. So if your root is odd, you bring out a negative. If your root is even, you bring out an I. So this would be negative fifth root of 2. Even roots bring out an I. Odd roots bring out a negative. Okay. So take a look at your worksheet. So for number 1, I'm going to treat this as though it were x's. Negative 5x minus 3x would give me what? Negative 8x. Yes. Yep. I thought everybody was there. Yeah, maybe she was gone, but I thought everybody was here. Okay, so if I switch the x's with root 3, it's just negative 8 root 3. That makes sense? Okay. If we look at number 2, I need to simplify the square root of 8. So this is 2 times 2 times 2 for both of them. Can I bring anything out? A 2. So I'm going to bring out this set and times it by that, which is 4 square root, what's left? 2 minus, bring this out, 2 root 2. Can I combine those? Yes, because they have the same square root. If I had 4x minus 2y, can I combine those? No. So if the roots match, I treat them just like they were variables. If it was 4x minus 2x, my answer would be 2x. So this is 2 square roots of 2. Okay? So we should be able to do 3, 4, 5. Look at number 6. So here, can I add those together? Not in their current form, because all of the roots are different. It's like having 3x, 3y, and 3z. So I'm going to simplify the square roots and see if any of them match. So 12 is 4 times 3, which is 2 times 2. Can I bring anything out? 2, which turns it into negative 6 root 3 plus 3 root 3. 20 is 4 and 5, 2 and 2. What is that going to turn into? Plus 6 root 5. Can I combine any of those? The first two become negative 3 root 3 plus 6 root 5. Does that make sense? Okay. What if everything comes out? What if I have the third root of 27 and I factor it and I get 3, 3, 3? Then it's just going to be, I can bring out one set, so I have 3 on the outside. What's left on the inside? Nothing. So the third root of 27 is 3. It's just like the square root of 16 is 4. So if everything comes out, then the root disappears. Well, so if it was this, can I combine those? No. It's like saying 3x plus 1y. Those do not go together. Where x is whatever, 1. Or we could just say 3 plus 1y is not going to combine. Okay, that should take you through the first page. Look at number 13. So imagine this was like 1x times 1y. Can I combine those? Well, you kind of can. 1 times 1 is 1, and x times y is xy. So I can put those together. So in this case, my roots are the same. So 3 times negative 20 is negative 60. So the third root of negative 60. What goes into 60? 2 and 30 breaks down into 5 and 6 breaks down to 2 and 3. Do I have 3 of anything? I have 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. So I can't bring anything out except for the negative. Is it an I or is it a negative? It's a negative. So this is negative third root of 60. When I broke that down, I got 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. So that's 4 times 3 is 12 times 5 is 60. And I don't have 3 of anything, so I can't bring it out. So you can multiply the inside of roots as long as the roots have the same number out front. So if you have a square root times a square root, you just multiply the numbers inside. Okay? So for number 15, this becomes the square root of 12. Can we simplify the square root of 12? Yes, it's 2 times 2 times 3. Can I bring anything out? 2. So this would be 2 root 3. Okay? Let's do one more. We'll do 17. So imagine this said 3x times 4 minus 3y. What would I get if I multiplied those together? 12x, and those would give me minus 9xy. Can I combine them? No. So we're going to follow the exact same pattern with the roots. This times that will give me 12 root 3. And this will give me minus 9 root 15. Minus 9 square root of 15. Do either of those simplify? Root 3 is prime. It doesn't simplify. What about root 15? 5 times 3. Do I have any pairs? No. So that would be my answer right there. 3 times 5. So when I multiplied this and this, I multiplied the numbers together and got 9. And then I multiplied the x and the y together. So the x in this case is 3 and the y is 5. And those combine to be 15. Okay? All right. Good luck.